All right, for the people who don't know, man, who the fuck do we got on Day Day TV?
Man, we got Prince Trey on the TV today. Shit, I'm still living last night. For real.
My first question is, how did you get your name, Prince Trey? I know Trey your name, but you feel what I'm saying? What made you stick with like Prince Trey?
Prince Trey. So I went to prom senior year, and I went to prom with this girl, Kia. This back when I want to say this was back when MySpace was still popping. It was kind of like MySpace was still popping, some shit like that. But her name was Princess Kia. She had me change my name to Prince Trey on Facebook, and I just stuck with that shit. Once I started my hair business and shit, motherfuckers just started calling me that shit.
For sure. And where originally are you from?
Minneapolis, Minnesota, north side.
For sure. Growing up, what's a few schools you went to?
Growing up, I went to Fairleigh. I went to Lincoln, Lucy Laney. Shit, that's it, really.
And did you got any sisters or brothers, or was you the only child?
No, I got two younger brothers, Charles and Baby D.
Baby D. For sure. And what was it like for you growing up as a kid?
Life for me growing up as a kid, shit. I had a good life growing up as a kid. My mom passed away when I was 8, so my grandma raised us, me and my two brothers. Shit, it was good. Shit, to be honest, besides my mom passing away, shit, we was really fed with a silver spoon. We got any and everything that we wanted, and that just seeing my grandma and them get up and hustle every day, that put a hustle inside of me.
For sure. Now, did that affect you losing your mom early on? I don't want to get into it, but
no, did it affect me? I feel like it still affect me. It still affect your daily life. That's one person in your life that you're gonna need for the rest of your life. So I feel like it affect me the more I accomplish something, because dang, you not here with me. But since I lost her so early on, it did affect me more when I was a kid, because it was just damn, I'm going to basketball games. I'm going to, I'm just doing shit. You're not here. But my grandma made up for that shit a lot.
So did you have your pops in your life?
Fuck no. Hell nah. It's crazy because they say success is very lonely, but you'll see as you start to rise and shit, just random people start coming around, your pop, he wasn't around back then, he around now, but yeah, that shit weird.
For sure. And when and what made you want to be a hairstylist?
So in 2016, I had started this hair business. No, it was it was 2015. 2015, I started this hair business called Royal Hair Collection. I did that for I want to say a year, and then I did that for a year, yep. And then I had my baby coming on the way, and I was just bored selling hair. So I would sell out I get my hair Monday, by Friday, sold out. And then it became so popular, I was selling out in 30 minutes. And then after that, I just started getting bored because you had to wait on shipments and stuff, and then spending unnecessary money. And I was I need a better hustle. And then I was still working on the side. So when my daughter was on the way, I was I can't work for nobody else. I got to do this shit full time. Bro. So I started doing hair on the side. I was doing my friends, family hair and shit. And then we had went to college, but I always was that friend that was I'm not going to college. So I went to college for I want to say 4 weeks. Soon the first week of class, I'm I can't do this shit. What the fuck? I'm having dreams and shit. Why the fuck I'm here? And then I went back home, but when I went back home, I had to have a plan. So I went back home. I registered for hair school, and then I just locked in with this lady. She let me work in her shop, but I ain't even worked there for that long. And shit, when I first started doing that shit, it just took off. My clientele just really took off.
For sure. Shit, hair school. You how long was hair school? Did you have to go there for a little minute or?
Hair school was. That's the craziest story. I got kicked out of hair school. Just thinking shit. Already my clientele was booming so much that shit, I couldn't even be there. They calling me, I'm already at the shop doing hair and shit. But hair school it's supposed to be 9 months. I did that shit for I want to say I did that shit for 7 months, got kicked out. I still gotta go. I got a couple hours I gotta finish, but that shit ain't really beneficial right now.
For sure. Now, early on, did you see yourself doing anything other than health?
I used to want to be. I always wanted to be like rich and shit. I used to when I was a kid. I used to really Google that shit, like how to be a millionaire, how to make $1 million and shit like that. But I used to want to be a forensic scientist. But like now, I ain't got shit connected to that. So I knew I was gonna be doing something. I just didn't know what. And then yeah.
And how long have you been doing health?
In September it just made 5 years. So yeah, it just made 5 years.
And did you have a 9 to 5 before you started your business?
Yeah, I always had like before I started my business, I worked at a nursing home, I worked at the mall. Where else I worked? Shit, that's pretty much it. And then I knew I was a hustler because I was one of the people that shit, no matter what I was doing the night before, I'm getting up, take my ass to work. No days off, no calling in, like none of that shit. But that shit, like as hard as you work for somebody else, you gonna work 10 times harder for yourself.
For sure. Now, when people want to get their hair done by trade, they know they gonna have to like spend that, you know what I'm saying, break their pocketbook, you feel what I'm saying? For the people who you know what I'm saying, what do you gotta say to the people that think your prices are just way too high?